What happened to my video? It's the second time it's happening. My beautiful ladies and gentlemen, I know why, because you quickly want to see me before I replay the video. Are you ready? Yeah, we go. Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling? I am over the moon. I'm over the moon. I've got amazing guests, and I don't know for some reason, and I know exactly the reason. I quickly want to let you know. We were having our tea party with beautiful Therese, one of our Mrs. Potts from the Diamond Beauties. Nicole was with, and then we were almost at the end, and then my grandson tried to phone. I click ignore because I thought that after our session I will phone him, and he write please with the long S, please Omi, pick up Xander, please Omi. And I said to beautiful Nicole and Therese, I have to go because my grandson needs me. And then wow, I quickly phoned back, and he wanted me to sing to his little brother so that his little brother can feel better and eat his breakfast, because in New Zealand it's already the next day and they are eating their breakfast before going to school. So today I want to dance. Oh, I want to dance. Come, you can dance with me. But I've got something. We will be dancing at the end, and then you can dance with me and my beautiful guest. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, what does community means for you? What does it mean for you? For me, it means everything. My community is my family. I love the way that our community of ladies and gentlemen are sticking to each other, embracing each other, loving each other. That is amazing. Uplifting each other. The ladies in the Diamond Beauties are all magnificent. All want to see other ladies get also a space in this beautiful sunlight of us. And the gentleman group, Tanzanite Hero, is 7 weeks old. But they are growing. There are 60 members and they are speaking to each other. How amazing. And when I asked, do you want to put the two groups together? Both groups said they would love to have it separate. And then the gentlemen can learn about chivalry and communication their way. And then the ladies can do their way. Amazing. But there will be some projects that we will be doing together. So for me, this title today, Heartbeats of Service, my two communities, the Diamond Beauties Forever and the Tanzanite Heroes, are my heartbeat. And it's an absolute pleasure to bestow on them my energy, my ideas, my love. And I cannot wait for you to meet beautiful Sharon and beautiful Nicole, and then my beautiful Federico from Canada. He could not come today, but he recorded a video for us because he really wanted to be here, but at the moment he cannot. So amazing, amazing. Are you ready, my beautiful ones? Let us take 3 deep breaths. I'm going to play my beautiful sponsor, Jose Escobar, from the Connected Leaders Academy's video. And then my ladies is here. My ladies is here. Oh, cannot wait. But let me settle in. Let us breathe. Here we go. You can inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one in, exhale. So now, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, you are here, you are right here to experience love and experience community. Here we go.
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
Hello, my beautiful ladies. You are here. You are here. And I think it's Federico. So, ladies, let me think, just show you. Hello, Sanet Van Breda. I am here watching today. So, I think it's him, but Federico, if it is you, please let us know. I am going to let the ladies introduce themselves, and then we're going to play your video. So, my beautiful ladies, are you ready? So, my beautiful Sharon, you are now next to me on my screen. May I ask? And you are so beautiful. I'm so happy you are here. Can you please introduce yourself, and can you please tell us what community means for you?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I feel so privileged to be here on your platform, on your stage. Of all the people around the world, the fact that I'm here with you warms my heart. Thank you. My name is Sharon Seals. I am a professional speaker of Sharon Seals Speaks. I wear lots of different hats. You see Sanet with that beautiful hat, but I wear a lot of different hats as well. So one of the things is that I am a licensed aircraft mechanic. So I built commercial as well as military airplanes. I've done that since I was 21 years old. Yes. And I also worked corporate. So that's what I did the latter part of my career is that I worked corporate for a Fortune 500 company. And then I transitioned into my own, into entrepreneurship. I'm a published author. I am a mom. I am a wife. And now I'm a professional speaker. And what community means to me, I had to really think about that. It's like I almost had to dig into it, but I had to make sure, like, how am I going to answer this? So I thought, let me just dig into my true, authentic self. And we are February, which is Black History Month. And for that, community means for me is celebrating the different diversities in our community. All of the great things that our people from all over have done that have built this land, this community where I am in the United States, all those things, it brings me my ancestors all coming together as one, building where we are today. And that's a little bit where community means to me is the diversity, the resilience, and the beauty of our culture, of our race, of our people.
Wow. Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you. My beautiful Nicole, can you introduce yourself and also tell us what community means for you?
I'm Nicole Harvick, and I am known as the forgiveness expert and a quantum energy healer. And the reason I'm so passionate about that is because I had to heal myself. I went through trauma, I went through a really bad divorce. And now, when I went through curing myself, helping myself, lifting myself up, that's what made community even more important to me. And what community is to me is, if we let it, community can be our backbone. Community can be our strength. And oftentimes it's just the fact that someone is there to listen when you need it. They will hold space for you. They will respect you. And I've just come to love my community, my tribe, whatever you want to call it. Even if I don't connect every single day, I know that if I need something, I have a community that will rally behind me and lift me up in spirit. So I am so passionate about community.
Wow, I love it. So, my beautiful ladies, may I ask your permission now to play Federico's video? And then after his video, we can have a beautiful chat.
Oh, I'd
Thank
love
you.
to hear it. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Federico Valen, and I am here to talk about the meaning of community to me. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about that in the last couple of days, and I guess in the last couple of years as well. And I have come to the realization that we live within many different communities and levels of communities in our lifetime. Our home and the people that we live with is kind of like a mini community. Then there is a larger community in which we live with the people in our building, in our neighborhoods. And then there is a greater community, which is the people that we share this planet with. Um, I believe that there is beyond that, all the living beings and the life in the universe that we share space with as well. And then there is a deeper even sense of community with ourselves, the sense of living with all the parts that inhabit our cosmos within us, and that relationship among all those parts. So the word community is very much about the relationship between the elements in one system, but it's also a sense of connectedness, a sense of gratitude towards the parts that are living close to you. So I believe that there hasn't been a moment in history that is more important than this one, in terms of how important it is that we look beyond our own personal interests. My apologies. And really develop a vision that, instead of being egocentric, is cosmocentric, meaning that we start to see our community not just as me and my family and the people I have in my neighborhood, but to see ourselves as part of this global um, community and cosmos community, universal community. And that in that we see that we are souls, and that we are in a participation of sorts in this planet Earth, making, throughout the process of through the time in our lifetimes, making the world a better place. But how do we do that? How do we do make our our world better, and life better on Earth? Well, it is by really supporting the relationship we have with ourselves. Is by really bringing a sense of peace and gratitude and kindness towards all the elements that live within us, is that we get to express ourselves in community with gratitude, and with you know with that sense of true empowerment beyond the constraints of the ego, and really bringing ourselves in the best possible way out for humanity. Our humanity needs us more today than ever, and it is by doing this personal work that I have found myself, that we can really change the world. Is by changing that sense of community within ourselves, that we bring ourselves into a larger community, wholesome and in peace and in power. Thank you very much. And I send you love and peace and gratitude to all of you. Goodbye.
Wow. I just need to say that our internet is a little bit unstable. So, my beautiful ladies, if I do go off, please continue. I will be coming back. So, my beautiful Sharon, how did you think was Furico's message? How did you feel about his message?
Well, one thing that I like about Federico's message is the calmness that comes from it. So from my end, it was a little hard to hear. So once I was able to turn the volume up and really get into what he was saying, it's kind of like you're floating on your back in the pool. It's just so calming what he has to say about community. Also, for me, it was very. I love the enlightenment of it with him being a man expressing his emotion in that. That means a lot because right now, everyone's about, that masculine kind of tone and voice. So it's really good to be able to hear him speak as far as, having that softness and the community and the kindness that resonated with me.
Thank you, my beautiful Sharon. And when I had a coffee chat with him, he was truly one of a kind, one that is tapped into his emotions. And you could also pick that up. So, yes, I love that. My beautiful Nicole, what did you think about Federico's message?
I thought it was amazing, and like Sharon said, I loved his calmness. It just allows you to be calm. And as I listened to him, one of the things that I caught is he talked about being without ego. And
Hmm.
that is one of my missions, is to help people understand that the ego doesn't always serve you. When you can strip that away, when you can peel back the onions and everything that's going on inside of you one layer at a time and get to your heart instead of using your ego, you're really going to start to see your life change for the better. And I think he has done that. And I would love to meet him in person because he's just one of those people that you feel comfortable around, you feel like you've known him forever, and you want to talk to him more. You want to listen to his wisdom.
Wow. He also wish he could be here. And so, ladies, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, and Sharon said she will be ready in the fall. So, my beautiful Sharon, I think I can, where there's still an opening that there's nobody that took the 3 spots, I'm going to let you know and then find out if you can come that, all 3 of you that, because he really wanted to be here. So, my beautiful ones, before I continue, Sharon, you have given me a brilliant idea. And I didn't know what's going to happen on today's show because this is not a recording, this is live. And I normally just let the words or whatever needs to come out or inspire needs to come out. But then when you were speaking about the culture and your heritage, I thought I want to read something. So, my beautiful ladies, when our president Nelson Mandela was inaugurated in 1994, he read this amazing poem. It's the first time I've heard this poem, but I thought it was his poem. But later out, I found out that is a poem from Mariana Williamson, Our Deepest Fear. So I don't know if you know this one, but Sharon,
Hmm.
it's also one of the things that you said that you are speaking on stages and you are, I know you are inspiring so many. And Nicole, you as well. You are my beautiful Mrs. Spots, and I will explain that, or maybe you can explain what is the Mrs. Spots in the Diamond Beauties. But you are also saying didn't have a voice, and now it's time. Now you're teaching other people, not just ladies, how to bring out their voice. So I would love to read you this. It's not a long poem. So here we go. Our Deepest Fear, a poem by Mariana Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I? To be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and when I say fabulous, I always want to do this. Fabulous. Actually, who are we not to be? You are a child of God. You playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You are all meant to shine as children do. We are all born to be magnificent, the glory of God that is in with all of us. So thank you, my beautiful Sharon, for prompting me to read that amazing poem. So, my beautiful Sharon, if I then can go to you, can you please tell us you are now speaking on stage, and you know that is the most feared, I want to say, thing to do because a lot of people fear to talk in front of people. So, can you tell us, do you have a system before speaking? And then the next question is, how will you tell people to take away that fear? Is there a tool or some wisdom that you can bestow on people that really wants to do the talking, but they are too scared, they are fearful for that? Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So that's a lot to unpack. So let's start with that poem. I'm going to have to borrow that, if you will, because that speaks exactly to a situation that I was in where I had a really bad car accident. And I'm very spiritual. It was very bad. It pretty much totaled out vehicles and everything. And in that moment, as the airbags deployed, I felt actually transcended to another state of mind. And in that process, I heard the message that I'm playing myself too small, literally. So I got goosebumps when you read that. And from that accident, I said, never again. Never again. I walk in rooms and I shrink myself, and I do that not intentionally, but because I change the temperature when I walk into a room. Just the way I walk in and just my being, my light. And so I always, I don't want people to feel bad or feel uncomfortable. So I've always kind of shrunk myself. So that was a great message. Thank you. I've definitely overcome that. Um, One of your other questions that you had was me on stage. Do I have any fear? So let me address this, that I know that, and you said it, one of the number one fears is people speaking on stage. Well, I find that the number one fear is people trying to feed their family. How are they going to take care of their family? That to me seems to be the number one fear. Speaking on stage is just one platform of many, because people speak on many stages. So you have to define what's the stage for you. It doesn't always have to be big and large crowds of that nature to still be impactful. So for me personally, I was just born with the gift of gab. That's just plain and simple the way it is. I've never met a mic that I didn't like. My first time speaking on stage, so for the Black community, Easter is like a big deal. And so I had my first Easter speech where I am on stage at 5 years old, and my mom practiced until I had it memorized. And just the response from the adults, how I memorized my speech and how I articulated certain words, that stuck with me. So I always have been very theatrical, love speaking on stage, love what that does to my spirit. And then as I got my voice, I learned my experience and journey, how I've been able to pour information out and what that's done for people. So for me, it's easy for me. I step into my strengths. That is a strength of mine, and I perfect it. Some people, not everyone's meant to speak on stage, just not being brutal, but everyone that is not where they need to be. They can play in their strength. Some people are really good behind the scenes. We need people in all facets. However, if that is your desire to be on stage, to deliver your message, you just have to do it. It's just that simple. Just do it. You're thinking more in your mind, in your head, than what the fear actually is. Take some training. Speak in front of your family and friends. Start small, grow larger, but don't use that as an excuse to not get out there and do what you need to do. If speaking is your thing, if not, don't put, we've all seen American Idol, right? I'm not sure if they have American Idol out there, but American Idol, the lines are like wrapped around the block every city they go to because everyone thinks they can sing, right? We've all seen it. We've all seen the bloopers, but I love how they always show beforehand, like the B-roll, the behind the scenes of that person. And then they walk on stage and it's like, you're so, for me, I'm so embarrassed for them. They didn't play to their strengths. They wanted to do something, but they didn't practice it. They didn't organize. So I hope that makes sense. If you want to be a speaker, do what it takes to go on stage and to be that phenomenal speaker. And it doesn't have to be a grand stage. It can be a small platform to still be impactful. Something like this. This podcast is beautiful. It's just 3 phenomenal women on here speaking their truth. Boom. I'm a speaker.
Boom shakalaka. I loved it. I loved it. So my beautiful Sharon, I go on stage without shoes. So you must see the people's reactions. So I do have a dress on, a beautiful African dress, a beautiful beads with this hat. This hat travel with me everywhere. I do have a lot of hats, but this is the hat that I travel with. And then I go on stage and then I come up, all happy because me, I'm always happy. And then I will say, "Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling?" And then I can see people don't do something. And then I will say, "When last did you stop and smell the roses?" And I could see some people's eyes. Oh, she's one of those speakers. But I can see some of them are pointing. I don't have shoes because my dress is that spot that I can see. And then I give them a surprise. I say, "Hit it, DJ." So the DJ must play my forever song. And then I don't even ask them to dance. The DJ will just play Walking on Sunshine. And I will start to dance there. And if there's no tomorrow, and then I have 1 or 2 people, they will move, but none of them will stand. But it's by the 4th song. I do 4 songs in my 45 minutes. By the 4th song, people have taken off their shoes. The man as well. Never their socks. The man doesn't take off their socks. But I wanted to show them you can have fun every day.
Yep.
It is easy to take off your shoes. And then the people are dancing by the 4th song. And our 4th song is Tina Turner, "You're Simply the Best." I
Mm.
tell you, my beautiful ladies, they are dancing, they are pumping it, and then they realize it is as easy as that. Take off your shoes and have fun every day. So thank you so much, my beautiful one. And people have asked me before, how did you decide to do this? I said, well, a lot of people ask me, Sanet, does the people in Africa have shoes? Yes, you do, but that's the reason to show you that it's so easy. And because I don't have shoes on, I am grounded as well. So it's just a win-win for me as well. So my beautiful Nicole, you are also speaking on stage quite a few times. So can I ask, do you have a fear and if you have a fear, if you have something that works for you, and what can you then also give somebody that really wants to do this? Thank you.
I think about that, and here in the States, we're kind of conditioned not to talk from the time we're young. We're in classrooms, we have to raise our hand to speak, we have to raise our hand to go to the bathroom. So you're actually conditioned to not speak your truth, to not talk to not speak until you're spoken to. And I just don't agree with that at all. And for me, like referring back to that poem, I played small for so very long because of fear or thinking that my ex-husband, he needed to get all the glory. And so what I realized is I was really doing myself a lot of harm by shutting down my voice. And I didn't realize that for a very long time. And what started happening as I became more secure within myself, and I realized I have a story. I have a story that I need to share. And it's not for everyone, but I want everyone to know that each and every one of us has some type of story in there. And I always say if it helps one person, I'm good with it. But to get to that one person, you have to speak. And when you're standing in your truth and when you're talking about something you know that's coming from your heart, all of a sudden you really don't feel that fear because what's taking over is everything that you were meant to do before you got on that stage. You were meant to speak up, you were meant to share, you were meant to help others. And all of a sudden it's like this metamorphosis and they're like doing this, your time's up, your time's up, because we do have a lot inside of us that needs to come out. And for me, when I started speaking and I got my feedback about people that they would say, you have helped me so much, or I never thought I'd find anyone that would speak about that. And there's so many people that are staying quiet because they don't realize that we're the others that are out there to help them. And that to me is also part of community, is speaking up, showing up, and helping others with your voice.
I love it. I love you, my beautiful Nicole. You are amazing. So, my beautiful Sharon, can you tell us what is pop balloons?
So, absolutely. I would love to. Yay. Any chance I have to talk about my business, I'm going to talk about it. So, I am the founder and CEO of a business called Get It Poppin'. So, we get it poppin'. I am a custom balloon designer. So, I design balloons, right? And so it started in 2020 when we were all at home, but people still wanted to celebrate. We still had birthdays and anniversaries and milestones. And so one of the things that I was able to create were events that were drive-by. Now, I'm from California, and you mentioned drive-by. It means something a little bit different, but that's what the community and called it. They wanted a drive-by. So we were doing balloon decor outside, and their loved ones would drive by and leave a gift or see them standing there, and the balloons served as their decor. And it has since just grew and metamorphosized into a business, a very successful business. And because of that, I have been bestowed lots of awards and with it since 2020 for my business, and the biggest one being an NAACP award. So I am an aware. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's what I do. I'm big in community. Right now, we're growing in the corporate lane. So I don't do as many private because the corporate is such a bigger venue. But thank you for bringing that up. That's Get It Poppin', POPIN. That's right. .com.
Oh,
Get it
I
poppin'.
love it. I love it. And the day that we had our meeting or our coffee chat, there were
Yeah.
balloons at the back of you, and I said, I'm like a kid. I love balloons. I love fairy tales, fairies, and I love I love. And I said, what is cooking there? And then she told me, Nicole, I was like, my girl, you are fascinated. I don't actually have the words because, yeah, it's, if I can give you the Afrikaans word for what I think Sharon, because all the things she can do, she is just magnificent, and an Afrikaans word is asemrowend. So it means you take my breath away. But
Oh,
it's not really that, but the Afrikaans meaning is truly beautiful. And I said to her, and remember that as well. I said to you, I don't know what means awesome ruined to tell you how beautiful that word is, but you take my breath away because you are so multifaceted. And now the balloons is like, wow. And do you know how many people that you made happy, especially during COVID? How many children that you're making happy?
mm,
I want to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
and I don't know why I want to cry. I think I'm thinking of my own grandchildren. So I want to say to you, my beautiful Sharon, thank you for being you. Thank you for being this amazing, amazing lady with all this beautifulness that you are doing because you are touching so many people's life. So in South Africa, the old people used to do this. They lift their hats up and
Mm.
salute. So I can also do that. That there's not a lot of people that is wearing hats anymore. But thank you. So
Thank you.
Nicole,
Thank you.
can you believe what this amazing Sharon is doing?
anytime you can do something like that that makes people happy, especially starting it in 2020, we all
Yeah.
remember 2020. And I just feel like you're giving from your heart when you're doing something like that because you saw the pain. There was desperation. It was a horrible time. And
Mhm.
I can't even imagine the gift that you gave to others. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you. Thank you. And we made a video. So if you ever go on my website, the very first, you'll see a video of the people. And I left that intentionally on there so people can see how we touch people during COVID from their own words, what that meant. It's about a minute, but it's a combination of all our different clients that came together. And it's really grown into something. I'm thinking balloons, but it's really more than just balloons,
Right.
and thank you for acknowledging that.
You're
Wow.
healing souls. You're healing people deep inside. And you think it's something really simple, but it's something very deep. And that's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So, my beautiful Sharon, I've got a message here from someone, but I just want to say, Sharon, I've got a message for you, Nicole. It's going to come here in front of you. I'm sorry, it's supposed to lift up, but it doesn't. So you can just go a little bit taller if I do take your space and let us see. So that one is not too bad. This one say, congratulations, that is awesome.
Oh, thank
That
you.
came in as soon as you said you won the award. And then
Hmm.
beautiful Evie said hello. She is from Florida. She said, yeah, says hello. Okay, so beautiful. So my beautiful Sharon, you are amazing. Now I would love to ask Nicole, what is your superpower is truly amazing because people cannot really move on if they do not do forgiveness.
And
That
it is critical, is the only thing I can tell you. And I practice forgiveness, and that's what started my journey. And I couldn't figure out how all my puzzle pieces were going to be put together. But the universe always has a timeline, and it will come to you when you're supposed to have it. And I kept like I would stress over it. How do I fit all these pieces together? And then one day I just woke up and they were all in place. They were all in place, starting with forgiveness of not just others, but of yourself, and releasing anything inside of you that you're holding in there, whether it's guilt or shame. Forgive yourself for it, for anything you've done. Let go, bring beauty in, bring joy in. And then once you do that, you can start your healing process. And then with your healing process, once you've finished that, comes with the raising of your vibration. When you do that, you get to step into a fifth dimensional existence where you can release that ego, where you can think with your heart and not a brain. You think with your truth center. So I pieced it all together, and really pieced it together for me first, because I was getting sick and I knew it. And when I found all of that, and my first thought was, if I can do this, anyone can. And then my second thought was, I want to help people, because I know there's more people like me out there that are suffering with holding on to trauma, holding on to guilt. And we don't have to do that. We're here to learn, and we're just not perfect. We don't do everything perfectly. And to move on, you have to release. And you have to start that path of forgiving yourself and that path to self love. When you start loving yourself, everything changes. I always say, when you see things with your real eyes, and you realize you've released, and you realize you can love yourself, you love others differently. And for me now, I can just hear someone on the phone or hear a text, and you feel this deep love for them, because you finally love yourself. You finally love yourself. And people are like, well, how can you love them? You don't know them. And I always tell people, in a situation like that, or even with my ex-husband, who was verbally very abusive, and I just tell people, I love them on a soul level, and I love them because they can't love themselves. Someone needs to put the love out there so they can feel that. And love permeates everything. It will find you, it will heal you, and it will take you on the most incredible journey of your life.
I love it. So somebody said, "Thank you, Nicole." That's so true. Let go, let God. So thank you,
Yes.
my beautiful ones. Just want to let you know, because we are a private group, please put your name in the front or back. We can see who is giving us love. But we will also be able to see on the Facebook page when we visit there, that we can see who that was. So I just quickly want to know, ladies, and you know this, I also lost a whole person in weight. But I can tell you now, my beautiful viewers out there, it was forgiveness was a big thing for me, and self love. I love this part of me. I didn't love the rest. And when I started with my life change, my journey, I had to start looking at, and like you said, I had to make open. And today I want to say to somebody, blinkers. And she said, no, in America, you called it blinders. You know, the
Mhm.
horses when they're running.
Yes.
So in South Africa, we call it blinkers. And I had to take off my blinders for the for Americans, so that I could see how beautiful I am. So amazing. We've got another message, and then I want to. Oh, it's Sorry. Hello, my beautiful Sorry. I'm so happy to have you here. She's all the way from South Africa, and she is the longest person on the Beauties, because she was the first lady that I've invited almost 3 years ago to be part of this amazing group. So, my beautiful Nicole, before I ask Sharon another question, I wanted to ask you. You are one of our Mrs. Spots. So, can you tell the viewers out there and the Diamond Beauties, how do you feel to be this amazing host for us on the Diamond Beauties, and what is Mrs. Spots?
Well, as we know, Mrs. Potts was a character from Beauty and the Beast. And she was like you, Saneet. She was selfless, she was kind, she listened. And so I think you were drawn to that because it's a reflection of you. And it's a safe place. And what we do is, there's 7 of us, and we each have a day that we've taken to open our room. We have a room where we invite anybody in, and it's just the freedom of expression, the freedom without judgment. There is no judgment in our rooms. And we listen to everybody. And, listening is a superpower because a lot of people listen to respond, or they don't really listen. They're just waiting to give you whatever their opinion is. And this is a room where for me, I want to listen to what someone's saying. And if they need help, that's fine. But if they just need me to hold space for them, that's fine too. And I was very honored that you asked me. And I can't wait for that to grow till we get more people who understand that you can come and just bare your heart with no judgment whatsoever.
Thank you, my beautiful Nicole. I am so privileged and honored that you have said yes for Mondays. You are our Mrs. Spots for Mondays. So, my beautiful ladies, I still need to do 10 more coffee chats. Then I have done 400 in 18 months. And through meeting a lot of people and a lot of gentlemen, a lot of the diamond beauties and new beauties that became diamond beauties, I pick up a big trends of ladies that was lonely. And
Mm.
even in a marriage, they could not really tell their worries, because if they tell their worries, the family is going to fall apart. And I remember so clearly when I saw this post that one of the ladies in the group had posted on her own Facebook page. I just closed my eyes and I said to God, I said, for 2 months now, I need to see what I need to do with this loneliness, because I want people to feel belonging. They have a tribe, family tribe, community. And then I saw, that LP, that old LPs, that big ones, and in the middle it was a red written, and it was an Elvis song. I could see Elvis, but I don't know what. I cannot remember what was if I saw the wording, and I saw the 7 teapots, like the Beauty and the Beast, old shaped teapots, and I saw them pouring out diamonds, and I
Ooh.
knew exactly what we need to do. And I've got amazing ladies to be our Mrs. Spots. So, my beautiful Sharon, um, can you tell us what is your golden nugget first? And then, secondly, can you tell us what is your forever song?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spots.
Okay.
Okay. What is my golden nugget as it pertains to what? Because I have a gold mine. So, which is my golden nugget you want out of my gold mine?
Okay, I will help you now, because I know you gave me two and I have chosen one. But let me quickly go to my database for your forever song. It is a Superhill Gang Apache. That was your forever song. And yeah, and then let me just go to your golden nugget. So I said, let it be identify your non-negotiables and own your identity. Let it be a driving force behind your success. So that is what I've put in the golden nugget part.
That's a really good golden nugget. Have some non-negotiables, some things that it doesn't matter how that wind sway. It doesn't matter what the economy says. It doesn't matter what your spouse says, your friends say, your kids say. You are focused, and it's non-negotiable how you're going to show up. Just
I
period.
love, I love it. I love
Yes,
it. And then
yes.
when I ask you for your forever song, I loved your forever song. I have this. I think I heard it before, but it was many years ago. So tell us about your forever song.
So I love music. And so this was very challenging to find one song or something. So the music that I love that I would classify as my forever song would just kind of depend on where I am at that time. And we spoke, it's been a while since we had our coffee time. So at that time, my forever song was just feeling that Tonto. So, here in the States, that was back in, and so I was just like, Woohoo! I'm riding out. Just, so that's my forever song is the Tonto song. Today it would be something different, but I love music. If you have it, cue that thing up. I'm a ride with it. That Tonto, that's me.
I love it. Woohoo!
Yes,
So
that's it. Ride out. Don't look back. You don't ever see them riding too much looking back, other than the horse. But just keep looking forward and just go. Just run through it. Just we got one shot at this. That's it. One shot. We don't get to keep coming back, and time
that,
just keeps on ticking. So why are we looking back? Right? Why are we looking back? We got to look forward. We take these things that we've learned, the journey that we have. We don't forget those things. Loved ones that we have will forever be in our heart, but we have to move forward in order to go. You can't go moving backwards. You got to go, you got to move forward. So
wow,
that's where
I
I
love
am
it.
right now.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Sharon. Nicole, what is your golden nugget and your forever song?
My golden nugget is a quote, and it talks about um, the the weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. And I want everybody to remember that, because forgiving someone does not make you weak. You do it with strength of character. And it's just really something that is so important that I think everybody should remember how strong they actually are.
I love it. And I love your song, The
Do
Time
you?
of Your Life.
And that is so important to me now. And I think I chose that when we first spoke several months ago, because what were once my little babies are now 21 and 29. It was a blink. It was absolutely a blink. And now they're grown. And so it reminds me to appreciate every moment.
Wow, I love it. So, my beautiful ladies, we actually have 2.5 minutes left. Can you
No,
believe the show is
Oh,
over?
so
So,
fast.
I
so
wish this
our
was
first
like this when I'm in class, that it goes by fast.
So I want to say, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen from the Diamond Beauty Group Forever and also the Tanzanite Hero, thank you. We came live onto the group. And then my beautiful viewers out there, thank you for spending time with us. And even if you're going to look at it at a replay, just enjoy the energy, enjoy this amazing I want to say gentleman, but it was Federico's video, and beautiful Sharon and beautiful Nicole's wording and presence and just their beautifulness. And then my two beautiful ladies, may I ask, will you have a dance with me?
Oh, absolutely. Bring it on.
My, my,
Yes.
my beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Yes. Here we go.